Hello, good friend.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen. Greetings!
What ails you, my friend?
Good day. How may I serve you? Hello, good friend. Good day. How may I serve you? Hello, good friend. Hello, good friend. Hello, good friend.
What ails you, my friend?
Greetings!
What ails you, my friend?
Hello, good friend. Good day. How may I serve you? Good day. How may I serve you?
Hello, good friend.
Greetings!
Hello, good friend.
Greetings!
What ails you, my friend?
Good day. How may I serve you? Good day. How may I serve you?
All praises to Diablo, Lord of Terror and survivor of the Dark Exile. When he awakened from his long slumber, my lord and master spoke to me of secrets that few mortals know. He told me the kingdoms of the high heavens and the pits of the burning hells engage in an eternal war. He revealed the powers that have brought this discord to the realms of man. My lord has named the battle for this world and all who exist here, the Sin War. All praises.
The smell of death surrounds me.
Hello, good friend.
Greetings!
What ails you, my friend?
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
Good day. How may I serve you?
Greetings!
How may I serve you?